just want to make sure we're still meeting tomorrow. Am I crazy? Then he says something along the lines of, well, do you mind, like, doing things differently? Like, we set a date, we set a time. Like, I don't think that I should have to confirm that with you again. Like, I just feel like that's pretty redundant.
Damn.
Welcome back, Motivation Nation. It is your host, Air Gordon, back for another one. Look, we got sent another video, and y'all know what we do on this channel. They ask us for our opinion, and we do just that. We give it to them. So, this is a video that was sent in. She's asking us, is she tripping? And guess what? We're about to find out. So, with no further ado, hey, let's get off into this mayhem and this madness.
Okay, so you guys remember that date that I went on that was just so good?
No, I don't remember, but tell us.
I was like, I have high hopes for this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about it. And I promise I'm not trying to put this into the universe, but I think I'm just going to be single forever. Because these sassy
it's in the universe now.
I literally cannot deal. Okay, so went on the first date. It was great. Told you guys I had high hopes. Second date was at a coffee shop again. However, so we don't talk every single day. We talk maybe every other day, every 2 days. So we don't talk every day, which is fine. I'm used to talking to someone constantly. So I'm like, okay, maybe if we don't talk every day, you know, it's different, but what I've done in the past hasn't worked. So I'm trying to do things the healthy way this time. So I was fine with it. We don't talk every day. So for the second date, on, I think that Wednesday, he texted me and was like, okay, like, let's do a coffee shop on I think it was Sunday. So days go by. Saturday comes, haven't heard from him. So I was talking to my friends and I'm like, well, I'm not just going to show up. Like, you need to confirm with me. Yeah, we made plans, but to me, confirmation. Like, confirm, hey, will I be seeing you tomorrow? Because I'm not just about to show up at a coffee shop, right? I'm not doing that. So he does end up texting me like at 9 o'clock at night. Our date's at 9 in the morning. He was like, hey, just confirming, like, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Fine, cool. Second date was really good. Good conversation. We talked a lot about, like, what we want from our next partner, things like that. Really good date. So while we were on that date, he asked me if I would want to go on another date on Friday. So he didn't ask me, but he was like, well, would you be free on Fridays? And I told him, you're going to have to let me know because Fridays are the days that I meal prep. What did I just say? You're going to have to let me know because Fridays are the days that I meal prep. Didn't say anything at that time. That was the conversation that we had. So yeah, we left that date. I think I talked to him on Monday, talked to him Wednesday, and then Friday comes around. And Friday he's like, hey, are you free to do whatever it was that he wanted to do? And I was like, well, no, because today's the day that I meal prep. And I know for you guys who are like, okay, you could have just meal prepped the next day. No, I really couldn't have. I was out of meals. And you guys know I'm in prep, so I have.
Okay, hang on. Let me stop right here. We let her talk for quite a while here. Listen, you're saying that you're used to talking to somebody every day, but now you're going to talking to someone every other day. I don't know about how it works nowadays, but I guess back in my day when people actually liked each other, they pretty much talked every day. That's pretty much how you get to know one another. But let's just go with where we are today. Let's just go with this story. If you need this added confirmation after you've made the date, which, okay, that's understandable, I suppose, I would think that you would at least talk to that person the day before that date. That way you can get your confirmation. If you guys are talking every other day, why skip the day before the date to not talk so that you can be in limbo the day of the date where you don't know if he's coming or not? I would think that you would have your every other day conversations, at least where they fall on the day before the date. That way you can get your confirmation. Therefore, you don't even have to be telling us this story right now. But anyway, let's let her go on because it's just not making sense to me. Why are you guys not talking the day before the date anyway? And if he doesn't want to do that, it's a problem anyway. So anyway, let's let her go on. But that's just what I'm saying so far.
Have my meals. So I was like, well, actually I can't, but I'm down to do something on Sunday. And he was like, okay, cool, Sunday, let's meet and go for a walk at this time. Okay, cool. This is on Friday, remember that. And then he was like, but I will keep you posted about Sunday because I might be having to do some other thing, but that might fall through. So I will keep you posted. He told me he would keep me posted. Okay, this was on Friday. So I then sent a text back, like being funny, like, oh, I hope that those plans fall through, and he didn't respond, and I was like, okay, whatever. Saturday comes, don't hear from him all day, and it's now 8 o'clock at night, and I text my friend, and I'm like, should I text him, like, confirming tomorrow, or should I just be like, hey, you haven't confirmed, like, let's just do it another time? Like, why do I have to tell you to confirm with me? Like, I feel like...
Okay, hang on. Why are you even talking to your friend? It sounds to me like you called your friend and asked her. Why didn't you just pick up the phone and call him? I get it. He asked you, did you want to hang out on Sunday, depending on if something falls through, but you guys are in a talking stage. Why are we not talking the day before the date anyway? You guys text and or talked or both on Friday. We need to be talking again on Saturday at some point. I don't care what he got going on or what you got going on. Y'all can talk for 10 to 15 minutes if you both are serious about getting to know each other. I don't understand this is a lapse in communication already. So it's not making sense to me. And if you guys can't communicate this early in the game, it's definitely not going to work out in a long-term relationship because we're already having a communication problem that shouldn't even be had. You guys should be having a conversation the day before any type of date the next day. But anyway, let me let her finish and then we'll give our closing comments. But hey, let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this so far because I'm interested to know what you guys think.
Just like common courtesy to be like, hey, just want to make sure we're still meeting tomorrow. Am I crazy? So I texted him and I was like, hey, I haven't heard from you, so I guess we can do it another time. And he sent me this voice note like an hour later saying, oh yeah, those plans fell through, so I am still up to meeting you tomorrow in the morning. But at that point, I was like kind of annoyed, so I was like, no, it's okay, like we can do it another time, like maybe next weekend. And he was like, yeah, cool, we can do it next weekend. Cool. So then I say, and this was this morning, I was like, hey, do you mind if next time you can just confirm with me like the day before during the day, not at night? Because then what if I have other plans? Like, I don't want to be waiting for you all day to confirm if we're going or not, right? Or wrong. So then he says something along the lines of, well, do you mind like doing things differently? Like, we set a date, we set a time. Like, I don't think that I should have to confirm that with you again. Like, I just feel like that's pretty redundant and unnecessary. Oh. And I was like, okay, but you said you were going to keep me posted, and I understand what you're saying, but I would just feel more comfortable if you confirmed it with me the day before, during the day, not at nighttime. It would just make me feel more comfortable. And that's just how I feel. And he was like, well, this is just one of those things like where we're just going to have to agree to disagree. And do you feel like needing that from someone is a non-negotiable? And I say, no, it's not a non-negotiable, but it's something that I would appreciate because it would make me more comfortable. And then he says, okay, I understand that would make you more comfortable, but that's just not the type of relationship I want to be in where we have to confirm things in that way.
Okay, so it's 32 more seconds, but I got to stop right there because they're going back and forth about confirmation and non-confirmation. And I mean, both of them, I would have to say, I think both of them have a valid point. You do kind of want to make sure that the date is still on. But at the same time, you don't, if we say we're going to do it, unless I say we're not going to do it, then we're going to do it. So I can understand it from both sides of the spectrum. But here's my problem with the whole thing. And I've already said this. Why you guys not communicating more, in my opinion? But fine, you don't want to do the exact same thing you did on the last relationships. That's fine. But why are you guys not at a minimum talking the day before? I'm not going to understand it. There's nothing you can say that's going to make me understand why you guys are not at least talking the day before the date. And if he's saying that he's unwilling to make this accommodation because a relationship is about give and take, sacrifice. So if this is something that makes the woman feel more comfortable and you're interested in this woman, then that seems like a small task that he should be able to do if he's serious about it. Because if that's what her issue is as far as not feeling comfortable because maybe something happened to her in the past, if he's serious about it and he's not trying to hide something or in another relationship, I don't see where that's a problem. But the biggest problem on both of their behalves is why they not talking the day before any date. And I also feel like they should be talking far more frequently than they talk now if both of them are serious about getting to know each other. Because in order to be in a serious relationship that stands the test of time, it takes a lot of communication and getting to know someone. It's just like when you apply for a job. You apply for the job, they pull your resume, they sit you down, and they have an interview to try to get to know as much about you as possible. And now it's in this day and age, it's so ridiculous. They want to sit down with you 3, 4, 5, and 6 rounds to have an interview, right? Because they're trying to get data to understand who you are. That's ridiculous. But what I'm saying is, in your life, and you're dating somebody, if you're serious, you should be trying to talk to this person as frequently as possible, so you can get as much information about them up front, so you don't waste your time down the line, because he's unwilling to budge and you're unwilling to budge. So now here we are, stuck at an impasse. Now, what's your move? But let's let her finish, and then we'll give our closing remarks, and that'll be it for this.
Where adults have to confirm plans that were already set. I'm like, okay, sounds good. Please tell me if I'm tripping. It would just make me more comfortable, because what if, like, you forgot and I just show up to this place, now I'm pissed off. So just confirm with me. It takes 2 seconds to send a text. These sassy ass men, I cannot. I'm just gonna be single. Am I tripping, y'all? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think what I mean, as far as, I don't know, all of this sassy men and how they want to lump everything into being sassy. That has nothing to do with being sassy. That's just the way that he feels about it. He doesn't feel like he needs to do that with you. Now, I do have to agree that in the scenario where he said, I'll let you know if we're going to get together on Sunday, but he didn't let her know. I mean, I don't, that's just a lack of communication on his end. But I can do understand that, hey, if we made plans for this particular day and I don't cancel them, then those plans are going to still be on, right? I mean, it's just like you book a plane ticket for a specific day and time. Unless the airline tells you that the flight is canceled or changed, I mean, you pretty much can assume that that plane will be there waiting on you to hop in and get out of there. So, but on the flip side of that, if a person has anxiety or they have had a bad situation like this in the past, and they're saying, hey, this will make me feel more comfortable, then I don't think that if you're really serious about getting to know somebody, that's that big of an issue. But then again, it goes back into, you should be talking to her the day before anyway. Y'all should be having a conversation the day before any date anyway, so you guys can make those confirmations during that phone call, and most definitely at the end of that phone call, because it should be more so like, hey, look, man, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to this date. Blase squaze. But to have intermittent days of talking and then we're not talking the day before the date, I don't understand that rationale. Maybe that's a new thing. Y'all let me know, because I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, jump down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this video. That's it for this one. I will see you guys on the next one. I'm out.